Hello YouTube, hope all is well. Okay, welcome back to another video. Okay, this time I'm going to do a video on my Giandel 1200 watt to 2400 watt pure sine wave inverter. Okay, now I replaced my other little Giandel with this one, so I'll show you this other Giandel inverter, but pretty much this video will be on this one here. So I've had this one for the last 6 months. Anyway, going back a while, now this is a Kmart inverter. I used to use this out the back, out there, just for running, you know, a few little pond pumps and stuff in the backyard. And this thing gave up. One of the cables come off on the inside. The time this packed it in, I purchased a Giandel and I installed this one. Now this one's in its place ever since. This one here still works. Had I known it worked, I wouldn't have bought this one. But the thing is, this is a pure sine wave. That one isn't. Okay, now I found this one a bit small. So I want to run a water pump to pump my tank water. And that requires 800 watts. So this is a bit too small to do that sort of thing. So that's why I upgraded to this size. This one here I'll end up using on a battery box later on down the track, so it won't go to waste. Yeah, so this one has been really awesome. It's been going strong. It really has. It's been really good. So I purchased this one to replace that one. So this one here came with these two cables, and it came with a remote switch, a remote on-off switch. So this is the remote on-off switch that came with this one here. That's the earth cable. So pretty much if you're installing this, you got an earth point on the inverter, which is there, and you earth it out to the ground, or in a vehicle you earth it out to the chassis if you connect it to the earth point. But yeah, this is good to use if you're going to put this under a bed, somewhere out of sight, somewhere it's not accessible. So pretty much the remote plugs into there. Give you an example here, you plug it in, plug in the remote, okay, turn it on. Okay, it's on there, and then you can see there's the remote. So that's on, and that's off. You got a USB point on them as well, but that I don't use. I only want to use it for the water pump and a few little things in the backyard. You got these MIDI fuses you can use. So put a fuse on, you're actually protecting your cable with the fuse. So if you get a short in your cable, so this case here, this is a 100 amp fuse. So you got to at least make sure your cable is capable of more than that. So at least 20% more. So let's say your cable should be capable of 125 amps, you know, or more. So you are just creating the weakest link if you do get a short in your cable. So this will just blow and you won't get a fire. These fuses are good too. Now these are from Temu. These are pretty good. These are pretty solid. I've been buying these ones lately. These are really good. They're strong as compared to these ones. Now I'll just show you the fuse I am using. Now these are called an MRBF fuse. Okay, if they're like a battery terminal fuse. This one's only a single one. Okay, you can buy doubles. It's got like a little bracket there, it goes on your battery terminal. And sometimes you can get these in doubles. So that's one, but you can get the double terminal blocks as well. This one just being a single. Okay, you simply drop your fuse on. So that's the fuse. So this case here, this one is a 125 amp fuse, this one. So that's what I'll be using for this inverter when I install that 1200. Okay, so what you do, you bolt your terminal on the battery terminal, put your fuse on like that, and then put your inverter cable on. You put your washer on. Okay, so your cable's on there, and then your washer, and then your spring washer, and then you put your nut on, tighten it all down. Okay, so your cable's on there on the top here, and that's your fuse. And then that just screws on top. And And there you have it. That's a battery terminal fuse. These are good. I like these. I've started using these. I reckon they're really good. They're awesome. Yeah, these are expensive, but they're good. They're really good. Yeah, so these 600 watters, these are only about $10 more than the 300 watter. So you're better off going the little bit bigger inverter in case you want to run something a bit bigger. You know, you've got a bit of extra power there, and for the extra $10, these are worth going, because I was going to get the 300, and I thought, well, it's $10 more for the 600 watter, and then to go the 1200 watter was about, I think, $50 extra on top of the 600. So these are around, I think they're around $130 for the 1200. But I got it on a 17% off eBay, like an eBay Plus member. They had a discount on eBay, and I think I picked this up for around 108, something like that. And that's why I picked that up. Okay. That battery I picked up on eBay as well. That was a good deal there going. I've got a video on this battery I've done, and that's 200 amp hours. So it's really, really good. It's awesome. So it puts out a continuous 100 amps discharge. So yeah, it's a 200 amp hour battery, that one. Yeah, so pretty good, these are Giandels. I've had, the biggest one I had was a 2000 watt one when I had my caravan. And yeah, it ran my microwave pretty easy. So if you need a microwave, you got to at least get a 2000 watter. This one just quite won't run the microwave. I gave it a go, it wouldn't run it. Okay, so on the back there, just so you can see your earth. So if you're putting this into a vehicle, you earth that out to the chassis. Okay, there's your positive, there's your negative, there's your fan. Your fan will cut in when it gets to a certain temperature. I've got a Victron shunt here to show power coming from the battery, but also I'll have a meter plugged in to the inverter so you can see how many watts is coming out of the actual inverter itself, because it'll be different what's coming out of the battery and what's coming out of the inverter. So there'll be two different loads. You'll see a battery load and an inverter load. Okay, now there's the shunt, what's over at the battery. Don't mind the cat, she's just sleeping, she won't say much. Okay, I'll turn the inverter on now. And you can see what we're using. Okay, the inverter sitting still, doing nothing, is using 0.83 of an amp just switched on. So when you get these inverters and you got them in your vans, or you got them in your sheds, or wherever you got them, if they're not getting used, you have to turn them off, because you can see there, that's using less than an amp. Okay, so if you don't use that for 2-3 days, that's going to drain at least 40-50 amp hours out of your battery without doing a thing. So best thing to do is turn it off when you're not using them, because they do have standby current draw once they're sitting still. So pretty much turn them on, use them. If you're not using them, you turn them off. Now I'll just show you what I've got here. I've got the toaster, Amazing Chef food processor, whatever it is, and then I've got a little angle grinder. Okay, so we'll see how we go with them. Actually, and the fan, I've got a fan there. Actually, so yeah, I'm going to put the toaster on, the angle grinder, and the little fan. I'll show you how we go. Okay, sorry about this, there'll be a bit of noise. So this is a 1200 watt inverter. It puts out 1200 watts. Okay, so we got the grinder. So I'll turn the grinder on. Angle grinder. Toaster and the fan. Got 1143 watts. Now the little coffee maker, or the little food processor. And we have 1288 watts. At 1276. And we're running a toaster, a little grinder. And a little coffee grinder. The fan cut out. No, I think the cord pulled out of it, but there we go. There we have the 1260 watts. And you see on the battery, that's the load on the battery. 103 amps coming out of the battery, and we've got 1300 watts. Okay, my hand's getting sore hanging onto that trigger, and there's the fan for the inverter. Now the fan's going. And that's the fan just triggered on the inverter there. But yeah guys, it does the 1200 watts no problem at all. No worries. And I'm pretty sure this inverter will do what I need it to do. That other 600 watt has been fantastic. It's been really, really good. You know, these Giandels, they're a good bang for buck inverter. They really are. Now, I had a little 200 watt one. It was a little red one. I don't have it anymore. That was the only one I had trouble with. It lasted me 2.5 years. I did a video on that a while ago. But yeah, that one blew up, but that's the only one I've had blow up on me with the Giandel range. When these come on special, we have a deal on, these are a pretty good inverter to get. They're pretty good. I haven't had any trouble with them. They're not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, they got 12-month warranty. Okay, viewers, there we go. There's me MRBF fuse. Okay. And there's the inverter there, guys. The fan's running. I've just got it mounted underneath a shelf in this back room. It's got a power board plugged into it, and that's it. And also I have the remote. So I use the remote as well. I thought, yeah, why not? So I've just got it underneath this shelf here, and it's out of the way. Just use the remote, turn it on. Now that's just for the solar setup out the back here that I have set up. So yeah, awesome. So that should run what I need out here, that's for sure. Okay guys, I hope this video has helped someone out. Thanks for watching, and till next time, see you later. All the best, take care, bye.